updated. Take care of yourselves.
Guess what?
Thanks. David, no, look. Obviously, we're not just worried about celebrities getting sick. But
There's an emergency.
That you got Tom Hanks.
I'm in quarantine.
Beloved celebrities, obviously, and his wife in Australia with
No, I'm really not.
already tested.
But guess who is in quarantine? Someone you know really well. I'll give you a hint. A hint. The person in quarantine, that's too easy, is the star in Forrest Gump. Tom Hanks has the coronavirus. Yep. Hell is frozen over. It's true. So, I'm in quarantine. It's called self-imposed quarantine. And what that means is that I've decided I'm going to do quarantine for a couple weeks alone in this hotel room. And then it'll make everybody want to be in quarantine because it's so wonderful. Of course I'm full of shit. I'm at the Hyatt place. Amos! With Amos. And he's getting ear tubes tomorrow. So, we're staying in this hotel because we have to be there at like 5:30 in the morning. You need more water? And I was like, oh my gosh, quarantine? No, I don't want the coronavirus, but quarantine sounds like the best thing I've ever heard. I mean, who doesn't want to be in quarantine? If you have to be away from your family? I know y'all are like, that's so mean. Well, I mean it. Because look who's here. Hi.
It's Amos.
It's Amos.
Huh.
Amos and I in the quarantine. Just sitting around in the hot. Look, Bonnie Bond says she wants to be quarantined. See, right? You could sit in here and order food. I mean, somebody's bound to bring you food. Or you could get really thin because there'd be no food. Amos, you've had a lot of water to drink. You ready to take your bath?
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes. Amos,
No.
Amos needs to go to bed because he's got to be at the hospital tomorrow at 5. So anyway, you want Mommy to sit on her big couch? The Hyatt place is really nice, for the record. And they have a great media rate if you say that you work for CBS. I don't know who would do that. Maybe people I know for $105 a night. So seriously, let's just discuss this quarantine. So, the lack of quarantine. All the universities in the state of North Carolina, and probably pretty much everywhere, don't have class anymore. So what that means is that pretty soon, you know damn well they're going to call up public school. It's coming. It's true. Don't y'all know this? I mean, I think it's true. I have no reason to believe it other than the fact that my dad has, honest to God, texted me more times since 5 o'clock today than he has in my whole life. And he keeps saying, have you been to the grocery store? I said, Dad, I am going to Raleigh. Amos has getting his 4th set of ear tubes in the morning. Well, you need to stop on the way there. Stop on the way there. I'm not. So then this nice person was like, oh, I'll meet you at Costco. I was like, great. And then somebody was like, nah, don't go to Costco. They ain't got no toilet paper. No toilet paper? Well, Food Lion is your friend. So here's my plan. I think by about Sunday, they're going to say, you ain't having school for 2 weeks. So then what are you going to do? Well, I'll tell you one thing I'm not going to do. If I can help it, is stay at home. No. I told my parents, when my dad said go to the grocery store, I said, no, you need to go to the grocery store. Because if we don't have school, I'm going to drive to Florida. It's going to be like Italy, you know, when they said there was a quarantine and everybody went, pew! I mean, seriously. Could go to the beach or go to Florida. Some supporter of mine has a bunker with 4 years worth of food in the mountains. I might go and see her. I'll be damned. So anyway, And just for the record, the Wood family ain't got nothing. So you're going to have to like bring us stuff. I have a ton of diet food. You know that Optavia when I lost the 30 pounds and now I've gained it all back. I have a lot of that food left. So at the end of this thing, I might be really thin. What?
Woman, liar. Hey.
So this is what happens when I do live videos with my supporters. They know this. I buy apps for Amos because I'm a wimp. Let's see. Make that except for Food Lion. I can't even imagine closing down. We have so much to get through by the end of the year. I mean, it's a total shit show. I mean, what else are you going to do about it? The last pandemic was that H1N1, right? Isn't that what they said? Uh-oh. Hold on. Oh, shit. Sorry. Can't talk and do this at the same time. Oh, now I've lost the Apple ID. So when there's no school, instead of all those people being at school, then they're going to be everywhere. I have no idea. But, I mean, then I realized today, if there's a quarantine and there's no school, then there's probably no court. So then my husband is going to be home for 2 weeks. And so when I said to him, well, if school closes, the kids and I are leaving. He said, well, I'm going too. Here you go. Come here.
Here,
Give me kisses. Kissy, kissy.
Thank you for joining me tonight. I appreciate it.
That's not a kiss. That's not a kiss. You cannot out at home within your kids. I know. And then, what if the liquor store closes? The swine flu. I don't think that counted as a pandemic, did it? Oh, I didn't know. Ordered 3 cases of wine. I'm good. Do you feel okay? Have a cough. Yes, I'm fine. So we got back from Steamboat yesterday, which took like 10 minutes to get there and 800 hours to get back. Yes, is Disney still open? I mean, what the hell? Disney? No, I would like to be in quarantine. What mother wouldn't like to be in quarantine? We could just sit in here and watch TV or read. I could write a book. I could diet. I could sleep, like get rested. We're as good as long as I have Diet Coke. Oh my God. I know. I was like, what if the internet goes out? The best thing about the coronavirus, as opposed to a hurricane, is you don't lose electricity. Are you really on lockdown? No. It's my dream to be on lockdown, but I'm not. It's unfortunate. I know, and somebody out there is going to be like, my grandmother's got coronavirus, and it's horrible, and you're making fun of it. I'm not making fun of it. But if you don't laugh at some point, like, you're going to perish. Right? I mean, Tom Hanks has the coronavirus. It's getting real, people. West Virginia University canceled classes. Oh my God, not everybody's worried about the ABC store. So anyway, let's just stay tuned to see if we're going to end up having school or not. SARS was the last pandemic. I read H1N1. But I mean, what do I know? I work for CBS. We live in Williamston County. And public school was off last Friday and now all this week? What? In Tennessee? Uh-oh. See, I'm telling y'all. We are supposed to go to Mexico on the 22nd. We ain't going to Mexico. Mm-mm. You can go to Coleraine. That's about as far as you're going to get. It's every mother's dream to be on lockdown. I know, seriously. So anyway, that's all I got. But if we are quarantined, please become a supporter and listen to my videos, because if you feel insane, you'll feel even more insane from the 4 children and I, my husband. How's this going to affect March Madness? Oh, nobody else can go to the games now. They'll be playing with no one cheering. Tom Hanks has it. Yes, Tom Hanks has the coronavirus and his wife. SARS was not a pandemic. H1N1 was a pandemic, I think. It's 1918. That was the Spanish flu. I don't know why it was called the Spanish flu. It didn't start in Spain. But seriously, especially older people or people that are immunocompromised. So the Utah game tonight was canceled right before playoff because one of the players felt sick.
we are way behind.
I'm telling y'all, it's bad. Bad, and I don't have media hype. And they keep talking about this being political. I don't think it can be political because which side doesn't want the coronavirus and which side wants it? Like, is there actually, are you quarantined? No, I'm just bullshit. I mean, do the Democrats like the bug or do the Republicans? I mean, I have no idea. It is dumb to say it's political. It can't be political. She's just being funny. Ha, I'm funny. Ooh, Mary just got back from Mexico. Yes, Tom Hanks really does have the coronavirus. The Ivy League schools have, I didn't even know the Ivy League schools had sports. I'm just kidding. Anyway, I know it'd be terrible to play. Well, carry on, people. Let me know if your public school gets canceled so I can prepare. I need to prepare. You are where and why. I'm self-quarantined at the Hyatt in Raleigh, trying to stay healthy for my family. No, I'm lying. Amos is getting ear tubes tomorrow. Oh my God, the NBA just suspended the regular season. Okay, tune in for more. The Tales of an Educated Debutante. Correspondent for CBS-ish. Goodbye.